My eye. My. No, you mustn't. I can't. I can't take off this blindfold, this barrier. I cannot. The power beneath this is just too strong. It's too strong. I can't. The power beneath this, I can't. But I must. To save the world, I must. Sensei, you mustn't. You mustn't. I must. I must. I must. I have to. I have to. Feel the power. Release my eye. Release it. And anyway, that's about as close as I can get to being a Shinobu as everything else. Although I would really wish I was a Shinobu, and then basically I would know that I still basically be in high school, I basically be in primary school, and it's basically better than basically living in my mom's basement and everything else. Yeah, which is just, yeah, so I really can't do that. Yeah, it's basically better than living in my mom's basement. Yeah, yeah, life is rough and everything. Anyway, with that said, let us begin and everything else, which I'm basically right now, this episode, I'm basically not feeling well right now. Like, I have two types of diarrhea. Mental and verbal diarrhea. Mental. What the hell is mental diarrhea? I basically have the crap diarrhea right now. Oh, wait, is it the crap or anything? Yeah, I basically have that. That's all right. Right now I'm busy sitting on the can right now and busy contemplating. So if you guys, I would really appreciate you guys dropping a like and subscribe for my hard work and dedication, even though it's basically nasty and everything else I'm doing. And with that said, let's get on with the series. Let's get on with it. Boruto the Next Generation is a sequel to Naruto, where we still get to see Konoha, but this time through the eyes of Naruto's son, Boruto, with the series still retaining some of its elements from its predecessor that connected to the present? Why did I just say that as a question? It's not a question, it's actually true, right? Wait, is it right? Is it true? Is it? Help me out here right now. Is it? Wait, it is, right? It is, right? Anyway, yeah, but continuing on, the series has introduced new foes, techniques, and powers that were unknown in the past. That being a new dojutsu, and the most popular one in the series, that being the Jougan, which is wielded by Boruto. But what exactly is the Jougan? Yeah, what exactly is the Jougan? That is the thing that you can basically be wondering. You're just, sitting right there on the can, and you're wondering and things like that, and you just basically get a divine revelation, or you get some inspiration from the gods right there, on the can and things like that. If this has ever happened to you, then just drop right there, hit that subscribe button, hit it, tap it, and everything. Yeah, no, you know what? Hit it, tap it does not sound like a very good thing. You know what? Just drop a big fizzy douche on it. On that subscribe button, drop a big fizzy douche on it, just to agree with me. It might sound horrible, but yeah, basically, you're just flashing in, you're giving to your support. Drop a big fizzy douche on that subscribe button, right there. That's it. Right there, just drop it right there. Right there. Big fizzy one. And everything else. Right there. Right there. I'm sure thinking that this guy, instead of being on a can and having diarrhea, he basically has mental diarrhea, right? Well, that is not true. As I said, I have ow. Okay, dude, there's no need to slap me. Come on. There's no need to slap me. I'm gonna be honest about this. I have verbal diarrhea. That's what I have. 2 types of diarrhea. Verbal diarrhea. That's all that needed to be said. That's all that needed to be said. To be said for the world. Yeah. Anyway, with me, enough pointless ramblings, and let's get back to it. But like I said, what exactly is the Jougan, and how did Boruto get it? Well, that is what this video will try to explain. Now, first of all, let's begin with the Jougan's origins. the series hasn't basically mentioned that much about it. Although we did get hints and bits and pieces and stuff like that, with Boruto basically using it involuntarily. With Boruto using it involuntarily at bits and pieces throughout the series and everything else. With him even pretending like he basically has the how would you say, the Byakugan, and him even wearing a mask and everything, like, real Shinibu. You know what? I think honestly, with my performance on a scale of shit to, yeah, it can be that will work compared to Boruto's own performance, like this one right here, when he thought he had the Byakugan, but he ended up having something much greater. So don't feel bad about it, bruh. But anyway, yeah, as you said, he basically shows it through like bits and pieces, right, throughout the series, but we don't actually see the the full extent of it. Like, we don't actually fully see it until his battle with Urashiki, and this was where we also get. And this was where we also find out, along with other parts, as I said, throughout the series and things like that, that the Tsuki clan do actually know what the Jougan actually really is. Do actually know what the Jougan actually really is, and that they find it rather troublesome, as we saw when Boruto manifested his Jougan against his battle with Urashiki. His tune basically changed, and he basically considered Boruto a real threat. Right now, his tune basically changed and everything else as soon as we saw the Jougan, which actually confirms it that the Otsuki really do know what it is, and that they do find it rather troublesome. Now, as I said, despite the little information we have on it, we do actually still have a bit more information on it, as in terms of its powers, as its power to view the Tenketsu, the view chakra pathways, and also being able to view barriers that act as a connecting point between dimensions, along with also being able to predict the location of the Yomotsu Hirasaka, along with who knows what other powers it has. As we said, this thing is basically known as the Pure Eye, and with the Otsuki clan, the people that basically has who know how many visual eyes they have, or visual powers that they have, these guys who knows how many of them they have, with them seeing it as very troublesome, meaning that it still has other powers or other ability that we have not yet seen manifested throughout, and hopefully will see manifest at some point in the series. And as we said, it might have its own unique ability, and even though it does have its own unique abilities, with it having everything else like that, but it's not really being able to do damage like the other visual jutsus can. Like the other visual jutsus can, in their ability to do some sort of damage. With them being able to do like some sort of damage, like the Rinnegan, Sharingan, and the Byakugan to some extent, along with Ishiki's eye. So yeah, right. So yeah, there might be some point of it. It's like, come on, it's the Jougan. The Otsuki basically find it troublesome, so it has to have something. It has to have something that something connected to it that they see as troublesome, whatever that is. Now then, going back, as we said, a lot is not known about the Jougan, but Tonari is this guy right here, Steal Your Wife, or Steal the person who was going to be the wife, or was never going to be the wife, I don't know. But basically, Tonari is stealing Hinata now to realize his feelings and everything else. If basically Naoto basically liked Hinata, and basically was like, yeah, I wanna marry you, then we could just give him the title of Mr. Steal Your Wife. Unlike Miss Steal Your Man, which is basically like the opposite of Miss Steal Your Man. But anyway, yeah, as I said, going back to him, Miss Steal Almost Your Wife, or Miss Steal Your Future Wife, let's call him Miss Steal Your Future Wife. He's basically involved in Boruto and the Jougan in some way, as he did seek out its power, and he even helped Boruto too at some point. Although it was just like, like tiny bits. as I said, him seeking out its power and everything else. But now, as how Boruto has the Jougan, well, the only reason we can say is that it's tied to his bloodline. It's tied to his bloodline, and that we actually go to Naruto and Hinata. Naruto being the reincarnation of Ashura, and Ashura himself being like the progenitor of the Senju and Uzumaki clans. By the way, if you wanna know like every member of the Tsuki clan, you can check out this video right here. Right here, 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 right here. Yeah, that's right. This video right here, doing the booty dance. Although I wish I could make it do the booty dance. Although I'm just not really that good at animation or trans. Oh, what the heck? Whatever the heck I'm trying to think. Right now, yeah, that's right. This video right here. Anyway, as we said, it's tied to that his bloodline, with Naruto being the descendant, along with also the incarnation of Ashura, meaning like the Tsutsuki bloodline in him is actually as strong as it is in Ashura, in Ashura's generation, or in Ashura. The same goes with Sasuke, with Hashirama, as it was with Madara, as it is with Madara and Sasuke. So yeah, so like his bloodline being like as strong as Indra's is, with him being like his reincarnation and everything. Along with Hinata, who's basically the descendant of Homura, or Hamura, yes, that's right, Hamura. And Hamura is basically the progenitor of the Hyuga and the Otsutsuki clan that's on the moon, Tonori being the last member of the Otsutsuki clan. So yeah, that's right. And you might say like, how? Well, for me, I believe that Hinata just being fine, being like, yeah, hella hot, and basically having boobs that basically belong in the Hall of Fame, is not the only reason why Tonori actually took her to be his wife, as I believe that it's closely connected to her having strong blood ties to the Tsutsuki clan. And how, you might ask? Well, looking at it, if we look at it in modern terms, like we know of basically inheriting genetic characteristics from the past or our ancestors. This word right here, this word right here. It's not that I can't say it, but right now my current condition just does not bring me to say it. Like, you know, like right now, like, yeah, I think a lot of things are going on, so I can't really say this word right here. I really can't say it. I'm not making an excuse. I can say it. Right now, you know, like in a better place, I can say it. Like right now, yes, I'm positive. I can say it. If things were better, I could be able to say it. So yeah, I can say it. Yeah, I can say it. So it's not like I'm avoiding it, or I can't say it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. It's because of my it's because of my verbal diarrhea. My mental and verbal diarrhea. That's right. My mental and verbal diarrhea. I'm not making excuses because of my mental and verbal diarrhea. Yeah, that's right. I can't say it. Can't say it because of that. You know, like once I get checked up and everything else, like yeah, that's right. I can say it then. But yeah, that's right. Anyway, like you said, with Hinata inheriting genetic characteristics from the past or your ancestors, as it is in basically the real world, it's the same thing with Hinata. I believe it's the same thing with Hinata, as that's why Tonori actually took her, as with her Hamura being her ancestor, with her and at her generation, she basically inherited strong blood ties to the Tsuki clan, but we haven't seen her truly manifest her power because of her gentle disposition or her gentle demeanor. So we haven't actually seen her truly manifest it and everything else. So yeah, but who knows? That another reason could be because she's weighed down by those things. But I truly don't believe it, because I mean, like, look at Tsunade. She's basically as strong as hell, despite having those huge boulder holders. I mean, like, come on. Just looking at it, it's basically like those things want to be set free. That's right, they just want to be set free. Anyway, as we said, that's why basically I believe that Hinata has strong blood ties with with the whole genetic mutation thing going on and everything else, which is why I believe that this is why Boruto obtained. I believe that this is why Boruto actually obtained the Jougan, as we've seen that the Otsutsuki clan basically have, as he's actually like his blood ties are actually closer to Otsutsuki clan than his parents are. So in a way, as it basically brings together Hamura and Hagoromo's bloodlines together, and basically you could say he passes Indra and Ashura in terms of bloodline, and is right up there with Hamura and Hagoromo, or is just a step below, meaning that he's closest to Kaguya in terms of bloodline than he is with Indra and Ashura, meaning the same thing with Naruto and Sasuke. So he's really close to Kaguya in terms of bloodline, and Kaguya is basically a pure Tsuki, right? So, which is why I say he's really close, as he is basically on the same tier as Hagoromo and Hamura, or just a tier below them, right? They're just a tier below them, but still but still above Indra and Ashura. But so his bloodlines are still very strong. So, which is why I believe it's actually like that. And if you actually look at it, the Otsutsuki clan, with them having the numerous visual powers, that they have, and with them knowing what the Jougan is, it is possible to see it that, yes, him having stronger blood types is the reason why he actually got the Jougan. As if you actually see it, as I said, with basically members of the Tsuki clan having different, or with the visual powers being different, as with Tonari, he had the Byakugan, right? And then he evolved it into the Tenseigan. Same thing with Hagoromo evolving the Sharingan into the Rinnegan. Just like but he was basically pure, so it evolved all the way to the Rinnegan. But unlike Sasuke and Madara, they had to first evolve it into the Mangekyo Sharingan, and then for them to actually get the Rinnegan, they actually had to fuse it with the Madara actually had to fuse it with cells that he took from Hashirama, which is actually what it took for him to get the Rinnegan. So, as I said, the closer you are to Tsuki bloodline, the more of a visual boost or visual power you are to get. Which is actually the same thing, as if Madara didn't actually fuse his cells with Hashirama that he took, he would not have actually gotten the Rinnegan. As with Hagoromo, he got the Rinnegan because he's actually much closer to the Tsuki clan. Which is actually why I'm actually saying that the reason that Boruto actually got the Jougan is that he's actually much closer in bloodline ties to the Tsuki clan than either of his parents and Indra and Ashura, which is like through some genetic mutation and everything else, which could also play a role in the this word right here, this word. That could be actually be the reason. As we all know, the Tsuki clan have numerous visual eyes, as we've seen with Urashiki, but the most of the time as we've seen with Ishiki and Hagoromo and Tonari and Kaguya too. Although most of the time you actually see it with the Byakugan, but we do know it can evolve. But we do know that it can actually evolve, right? As we saw with Ishiki, as he had something that was similar to the Rinnegan, his eyes that was similar to the Rinnegan, which is actually, that's how it actually is. So, anyway, this is just my theory and everything else. I'm sure you have your theory and everything else. But if you agree with this theory, then smash that subscribe button and hit that like and comment down below and tell me what you think. and tell me what you think and everything else. And if you don't, then at least, like right there on the comments, and tell me what you actually don't agree with it, or where it actually deviates. I would really like to read what you actually have to say. But anyway, all we do know for certain is that Boruto's powers are linked to the Otsutsuki, and they will play a major role in the series, whether it's before the time skip arc or it's after the time skip, where we basically see that desolate shinobi world and everything else. Who knows? Who knows? But all we know is that they will play a very huge role. Anyway, that's just me from my tidbit and everything else. This is Otaku Sensei's officially signing out.